All right, I'm going to attempt to bang through a video, however long it goes for. I'm always expressing myself. And this video is about just trying to get ahead with stuff. I keep saying it, being a one-man band in this space is always full on. If there was to be time frames that aren't met, they get thrown out. Every day can accumulate to weeks. I always say it, weeks can turn to months. It's tricky. However, I'm always up for change, but I've got to find a self-awareness in myself to find change in this place. It's hard when you're so deep in what this is as a business, because like I said, if you have those moments of hours that do accumulate past what you see as a range of forecast, it then becomes quite tricky. A big thing that keeps me motivated here, I even reached out to him this morning, but Callum at Pakenham EBT, he's doing YouTube stuff now. People love, or know that I love doing content, but watching him doing his craft, there's other people overseas, All American Motorcycle, George from in the USA, same thing. I get on and watch other people's expertise, and that keeps me afloat, because it's very hard when you're so intricate, getting so deep into stuff here, to really keep your fucking end up. And do you fall off the perch from time to time? You do. And there's days where I don't even want to work on shit, because if my headspace isn't there, I don't really want to be involved with it. I have had things in the past where I've really had to burn myself to a curse to have certain things done, and I don't like operating like that. However, the demand of people, and then like I said, the days that accumulate here that can set you back as a one-man band, fucking trying to have sweat equity in a moment, it can get very, very tough. So I've got a bike here that I've been doing a little bit of content on, and it is a 131 M8 build. Now, trying to film and get content and create, and then obviously your literature on how you're transparent in videos. Some days, if you're a bit burnt out, you might say, the wrong word or the wrong thing. People are on your ass like that to fucking pick you up on it, not realising that, you're sort of trying to puff out your last breath in a video just to get something done for content. You can't just wait for the next day, because yet again, there's lost time moments and it accumulates. So, look, trying to forecast from here. I'm very thankful I got to go for a ride on Saturday, Arvo evening for dinner with a group of locals, which I haven't been on my bike for that long. I had an idle air control module fuck up on that bike. It actually ran the screws that hold it into the throttle body out, and they came out, and then the IAC jumped out. Basically, it was just sitting in its own little recess cavity, and the thing was just fucking, I couldn't believe it. And then the actual idle air control fell apart in itself. It was original from new, don't get me wrong, but this thing has copped a fucking beating pretty much its whole life. And recently, obviously, because I've built the motor again to what I had here to make it to what. But to get that set up, and then I had to obviously reset the idle air control itself, the valve itself. It's now settled, and I've got a 51.2 sprocket on the back instead of a 55 for the drags. I finally got to get out. Now, the whole way on the journey, I was so mentally clustered because I've been carrying so much for so long. The bike didn't excuse that the whole way to where we're going, but on the way home, completely excused. Got back, felt refreshed. I get it. It's our mental health. It's us letting go. Now, being so tied into this space, trying to let go by not having enough time away has been tricky. As a new startup business, it's been 12 months now. It's insane when you go to a new territory, what the forecast is and how it progressively gets better due to word of mouth, or if someone does happen to come across the Facebook page or YouTube or whatever. But being new in a new territory, man, 12 months has gone pretty quick, but it's been a savage 12 months where, like I said, the way for me to get away from here, and due to what the business is and everything else and my lifestyle overheads at the moment, that's just me. However, to get away has been fucking hard and sort of non-existent. So living in the space, I know is not correct, and I know that for a fact. However, This year, I know that the establishment's obviously it's going. There's bikes out on the street now that have come from here, from dyno tuning or cam upgrades or whatever. Some reviews, which is good. But there is a shift, right? And it's tricky because even with you guys, to have a shift, you've got to live in their moments until a shift comes. Or if you're worthy to understanding yourself that a shift is available and you adapt to it, or if you blindside that and you keep doing what you're doing, you get the same result. And I can't fucking stand the same result. So I'm always trying to be progressively learning, to be earning in a way. Everything. I'm not going to say I know everything. I don't. But I do everything as best as I can in my moments to the best of my availability mentally. Like I said, if there's days I don't want to do shit, I won't do it. I just won't do it. It's just the way it operates, I guess, whether it's your expertise or how you are, I don't know, look, probably just putting it out there, I suppose. I don't know. But anyway, I do, now after watching Callum this morning from EBT and Packy, I do want to get some more content going. But like I said, it's tricky. I would love to know what you guys want to see more of or listen to more of or about. I know the dyno work is probably something that people really need to understand, because when it comes to tuning, the bikes that are coming in, I haven't had a bike come in that's set up correctly, obviously, but to get you guys to understand, well, why do I need a dyno tune maybe? I can run through some of the parameters in areas in the tune where we go, look, we've got advancements, we've got better performance, we're getting the most out of your motor, and what the setup is for you guys, and showcase maybe what air fuel ratios do, and when you do correct them, how the performance of the bike then obviously exceeds itself to be in a better place and space. It's hard, because then I know for myself, I have to really I've got to mellow out to give transparency to people. So I can sit here and blabber on about a heap of stuff. People are like, what the fuck are you talking about? I just went and bought a brand new Harley. What do I need to tune in it? Because it's shit. So these are the things that we need to go through. I don't know. It's up to you guys. I would try, and obviously I need to docile down a little bit and make videos, and really try and get intricate so you guys can understand on the transparency scale on how you can pick it up and understand what your motorcycle's doing. If I was to rattle shit off now to, some of the top dyno guys, you can speak on that level, but for general public, they're not overly sure. They don't understand how the fuel works, in Australia, here out of our bowsers, and where you go and what you do with fuels, how it can affect the bike and its performance. So I don't know. I'll maybe leave it up to you guys. If there's something in the comments you want to drop to have a talk about, I guess I've got to be open scaled on this stuff, because I am trying to be more based around engines and tuning and cam updates and bits and pieces, opposed to servicing side and everything else. But I guess I'll have to adapt. So you let us know what you want to hear, and I'll try and string it together. I'm going to do my best for it. I do want to do content. I love teaching people stuff, to come out of mental health and assist people with life. To help you guys understand a motorcycle ain't that bad. But when it comes to you and your demons and your past and all these things that we're exposed to, and I've been through all that with people, myself, everything, the Harley stuff's not that bad. So I've just got to bring the transparency in and know that you guys are picking up what I'm putting down. So let us know in the comments and we'll get on with it. We've got dyno work coming up. I've got to finish this 131 off. We just got some cylinders at the machine shop and the heads, the Screaming Eagle heads, CNC ported heads. So we're just doing some machine work to get our compression factor where we want it, to work with our cam and this combination. And then we'll be getting back into that bike and then getting it on the dyno. And this will be the most healthiest Harley Davidson that has been on the dyno at SF Custom Cycles for Harley Davidson Dyno tuning. So we'll get it on the go. Let us know. Long video, but I hope you listen. Take care and look after yourself. Drop something in the comments of what you want to get in video content.